I liked it. All right, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about the canoe tray that I've been working on. Since the last canoe trip I took, I noticed that what I was really missing was just some kind of small shelf or ledge or something for me to put things on, because I have my Leatherman, I have my smoking pipe, I'll have a coffee or a beer, I'll have, you know, lures. There's all sorts of things that you want to have handy. My phone, a little holder for my phone, so sometimes I can, you know, get things that I can't get with a GoPro or what have you. And so I started working on this idea of, originally I thought I was going to make it out of wood, like some sort of thing that would snap on or hang on to the thwart right in front of me here. But as time went on, I decided, you know, what a great excuse to get into 3D printing. I have a relative who has been trying it out, so I thought I'd try it out too. And so I ended up coming up with a couple designs. I tried some examples that were just proof of concept to see if I could even print a tray. I'd never done any 3D modeling at all before, so this is kind of a totally new thing for me. But yeah, it's gone through a few iterations as time has gone on, and I've kind of realized what would be a good design or a bad design, and testing out different thicknesses of the tray itself and the walls and things like that. So I've ended up with a pretty good prototype that I'll actually be able to test. It holds my phone in a little slot up front. It can hold a standard can. It can hold a regular coffee mug. It can hold my pliers. It can hold all my stuff. So here, I just want to give you a few angles of it. I don't know how well this will work, if you'll be able to see, but so pretty much this is it. It's just a little tray that'll hold all my things. So I noticed that while I was fishing, I would ended up needing my pliers a lot to just help me get a hook out or tying lines and things. So instead of just constantly putting this back in my pocket or putting it in a side bag or something, I thought it'd be nice to have a little tray for this. Sometimes it's nice to bring a pack of cigarettes, or I have pipe tobacco in here, and it's nice to just have a smoke, but then you don't want to just set that down in a bag or let it go out or anything like that. And of course, you need to stay properly hydrated while you're paddling, right? So where's that going to go? Well, now it can go here. So this is actually pretty sturdy. I'm putting at least probably 10 or 15 pounds of downforce right on the edge of this lip, and it doesn't want to go anywhere. So I'm not too worried about beer spilling or anything. I've tried tipping this whole thing side to side while the phone was in here, and it's pretty hard, at least for my phone and how I custom made this slot for it. It's pretty hard to get my phone to jump out of here. So I'm not particularly worried about stuff falling out of here. So I'm very excited to see how this will go. I think it's the right size. I think any bigger might feel a little in my way. So if I'm paddling and, you know, I'd be holding, I think the paddle would be totally out of the way of the tray. I still have lots of room on the sides for my feet and whatnot. And the nice thing is too, is that with a small little battery pack here too, if I wanted to plug in my phone while we're paddling or plug the camera in or anything like that, that's all very doable. So the other thing that I think is really neat is just how this whole thing attaches in the first place. And essentially there's just bolts on the other side of this that come up, and I just got these hand toggles. So I, you know, if you did want a portage, I don't have any portages on this trip coming up this next weekend, but if you did want to, it's just as simple as unscrewing this real quick, sticking this anywhere, using the yoke like you normally would, and then just zip zip zip, just tighten it back up, and whammy, you're back in business. So so I'm really excited to see how this works out. I kind of wanted to make this video now to sort of talk about this design and the process of making this, because I don't really want to talk about it too much while we're actually camping. So anyway, yeah, this is my first foray into actually designing anything functional for real life. Up to this point, I've basically just been printing trinkets and trash for fun that were existing STL files from Thingiverse and things like that. But so anyway, so that's the top view. Let me show you some other views. I like that it doesn't stick down in here, so it'll be very hard for me to kick this while we're going anywhere. I like that it doesn't take up too much room, and it's pretty sturdy, so I'm excited to see how this one goes. There may be design changes or things I want to do differently, but it's kind of hard to know what you don't know, so it'll be fun to test this out later.